Hello, Leo. This is a general reading in regards to love for you. We are starting here with the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck to get the overall energy of the person connecting with you. What is their energy towards you, Leo, and towards this connection with you? Please, Spirit, the person connecting. Resistance. Wow. 25. Resistance. It could be that they feel like they need to resist, but it may mean that they feel like there is something pushing against them, like they're trying to move forward in this connection and they're experiencing resistance, like something is pushing towards them. If you're a cross watcher and this is your energy, then resistance, the advice of the card is that resistance is meant to help us. Okay, it's just a step in the path, like it's just a part of the journey, and you can get past it, you can get through it. It's temporary, it's there to help you in some way. But as far as the person connecting with you, and Leo, you may feel that this is your energy, and if you do, that's completely normal. Sometimes the energies just get reversed in these readings, but this card indicates that the person you're connecting with is feeling some kind of resistance, okay, or feeling like they need to resist. But I feel like this is outside of them. They feel like something is creating friction for them, like something is making it harder than it needs to be, you know? We're going to start now with the tarot. This is called Hush Tarot. We're going to look at how they feel about you, Leo. So, the Nine of Wands. Okay, well, this is good, actually. Okay, the Nine of Wands is I'm not going to give up. Okay, excuse me. It's very like things aren't easy, but that's fine because I'm on this journey and I'm going to complete it. It may be kind of a pause. They may be like taking a moment to kind of catch their breath. If they're meeting resistance, if they're finding themselves like up against a wall, they may need to take a moment and kind of deal with that, but they're not giving up. Okay, they're dedicated. They're going to push through. Let's take a look at you, Leo. How do you feel? How does Leo feel about that's really interesting that this is what comes out. But okay, so what we got is the Five of Wands, which is conflict. Okay, first off, feeling conflicted, possibly, but it can also represent competition, like feeling like you have to compete for this person, feeling like there's some kind of challenge excuse me, that you need to work through, like that you have to battle through in order to be with this person, you know, and you're feeling that conflict, and maybe you're feeling like angry, or you don't have to be, okay, that's just like that could be a possible emotion with this. You might be feeling angry, like you, but not like you want to fold, okay, not like you're angry, I'm out, you know, not like that. It's more like this is frustrating, this is upsetting, but like I don't want to give up. And that's what I think is interesting on both sides, is there's this energy of I'm not giving up. Definitely from both of you. There's this energy to continue the fight, continue to work. Um, and it might be like fight with each other to come to terms in some way, or it might be fighting something outside of yourself. I do feel like it's actually something outside of your connection, to be honest, with this resistance card coming up. I don't feel like they're feeling resistance from you, but I can have it wrong. That's just what I feel. So let's go ahead and take a look at what is this person hoping for? What are they hoping to happen next in this connection with Leo? The person connecting with Leo, what are they hoping for next in this connection? That's interesting. I always get confused by the Five of Cups as a hope. I get it actually quite a bit as a hope And it always confuses me because I'm like, who wants to be sad? And I feel like if it, what they're looking for is regret, like they're hoping that there will be regrets, like, excuse me. That sounds weird, right? That sounds weird, but in regret, we realize what we lost, we realize how we messed up. We realize how it went wrong. And this is kind of a dwelling, like it does represent sadness, and it does represent regret and feeling like you did something wrong. But in that experience, you realize what you're missing. And mm, that that's what it's I mean, that's what's coming out. They're hoping that there will be some amount of regret. There will be like disappointment in what went wrong. Okay, an acknowledgement of that, of how it went wrong and how we feel because of it. Okay. And that's what I feel like this is calling for here with this 5 of Cups. We also get that connected with the Queen of Cups. And this is water energy. You might be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, but not necessarily. The Queen of Cups is it's actually acceptance and forgiveness. It's interesting that the two came out together. It's like something went wrong and they want for that acknowledgement to happen and like kind of forgiveness. I don't know what happened between the two of you. I'm not sure what this is referring to, but there was something, this 5 of Cups is something didn't go as expected. Something didn't go as planned. And there's this sadness connected to it and regret. And they want to acknowledge it. They want it to be acknowledged. They want it to be felt. And they want like acceptance and forgiveness to happen. They want to accept it. They want to, excuse me, if one of you is sorry, then they want the other person to accept that. If you're sorry, then they want to hear it so that they can forgive you, possibly. Would be one way to read that. But yeah, they want to acknowledge what sadness is here, what went wrong. I'm just repeating myself. I hate when I do that, but let's go ahead and take a look at you and what you are hoping for. What is Leo hoping for next in this connection? The 8 of Wands, communication. Yeah, you want to talk. It's interesting. I mean, it's your fire sign, so it makes sense that there's all this fire on your side of the table here, but you want to fight and you want to discuss it, and like you're not giving up, and you want to like hash it out. You want to communicate. You want to talk to them. You want to express something. The 8 of Wands is also forward movement. Like you don't want to be stuck anymore. Wherever it is you find yourselves, you don't want to be stuck here anymore. You want to get to the next step. You want to push forward. You want to talk it out. You want to talk about it. You want to express things, and you want to move forward. So if Leo would like to help this person, what is something that they could do to help the person they're connecting with? Like, how could they help this person achieve what they want? The Page of Swords. Page of Swords. And the Justice card. The Justice card is Libra energy. You might be dealing with a Libra, but I feel like this is search for truth and fairness. Like, the Page of Swords is somebody who is like, it's somebody who's investigating. I look at the Page of Swords as kind of like the private eye of, I don't know why I felt the need to say it like that, but kind of like the private detective of tarot. I have absolutely no idea what is happening in this card. She's got like, this is a woman's head and a woman's like chest, torso kind of area attached to like maybe a chicken's body. Oh, it's a skull. Sorry. The artwork on these cards are very interesting. I always dwell on the artwork of my cards. I'm sorry, whatever cards I'm using, but the Page of Swords is sometimes considered like the stalker, and I consider them like the private detective. They're looking for something, and it's like it may be telling you to express something, some kind of truth, because swords represent truth. And pages can be messages of truth, but it might be to investigate something, to understand something, okay? Um, to understand it completely, to seek out information, seek out understanding. And then we get the justice card. And this is about what's true and what's fair and what's balanced, you know? What is the truth? What is the right thing to do? What is the fair thing to do? And like seek that out. Okay, is what you're being advised here. Create this stability, create this balance and this fairness. If you've, for example, if you've done something that was not fair, that wasn't right, then you'd be advised to correct that something, you know, figure out a way to correct it and correct it. If they've done something that isn't right, then communicate honestly what it is that they can do to balance it out, you know, but search for, achieve, find that balance, that fairness. Okay, let's take a look now. If what is it that Leo can do to help themselves achieve what they're looking for? What can Leo do here? The Two of Swords implies that there's a choice you need to make. It implies that you have a decision to make and you need to make that decision. Like you probably already know what that choice is. You already know what you would pick. This is definitely about a decision. There's a decision here you need to make. I don't know what it's in regards to. Sorry. Hopefully you know. In the Two of Swords, the woman is generally blindfolded and she's holding two swords. And it's like, I can't see what's happening here. I can't see these two swords I'm holding. I don't know what this is about. You know, it's like an intentional ignorance kind of to the situation. And so it's kind of implying there's something here that you already know and you just need to do that something. There are two cute little kittens in this picture. I don't know if that matters to you, but they're really kind of cute, especially this one. It looks all fluffy. But then there's this woman's head, and see how her eyes are like white out, like she's not seeing it. But normally it's a blindfold, and it's definitely something you could remove, but you're not removing it. Oh, and under the deck we have the moon, which is about illusion. It's about things appearing in one way, but the truth being something else. Abundance. Harmonize your thinking with exactly what you desire to attract, and the universe will deliver. I mean, I'm not sure if that was meant to come out or not. It kind of flipped over though. So if that resonates for you, harmonize your thinking with exactly what you desire. Oh, wow. So, I mean, as far as this like Two of Swords, it's about making a choice, you know? And this card here is saying, harmonize your thinking with exactly what you desire. Okay. And so like it's saying you have to, I mean, that's how I'm interpreting it. It's saying you have to make a choice mentally. You have to do it because in order to draw it into your life, you have to choose. And until you make that choice, you're going to continue sitting here in this like limbo, in this in between. Okay. We're going to ask for advice. Well, we're going to ask for advice again from this deck and from this deck, but this deck here is called Witchlings. Could we please get advice for Leo? And thank you, by the way, for watching this. I do really appreciate it. If you like it, if it resonated for you, it would really help me to know. So if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button to let me know, that would be great, or posting a comment if you feel comfortable. That would be wonderful as well. And if you generally enjoy my readings, then I'm so sorry I keep coughing. I think I mentioned that we just got over COVID, but if you generally enjoy my readings, if you subscribe, then the readings will pop up in your feed. So I'm easier to find if you're interested. But courage. Courage is the strength to stand up when it's easier to fall down. And I really feel like this also has to do with this choice. I mean, there's a lot of like power behind your wants, how you feel and what you want. There's a lot of power behind it. A lot of, force, like a lot of, push. There's a lot behind it. But I feel like you're almost like with this Two of Swords here, this decision, it's like there's all of that behind you, but you're like not pushing, you're not taking that step. I think you're being called to do that, though. Let's get one more card of advice for Leo, please. Advice for Leo. We must be conscious and responsible for our beliefs and behaviors if we are ever to be free. Sure. I mean, we have to, sure. Okay. I understand. So, I mean, it's like you have to take responsibility for the way you behave. In order to have the freedom to behave, the way you want to. In order to be able to behave the way that you want to, you have to understand what leads you to behave a certain way, and we have to own up to it. You have to realize what the reason is, and you have to acknowledge that you did that because of this reason. And it gives you power over yourself, is what it does. And with power, you have freedom. But like, gosh, I hope that resonates. Like, I hope that makes sense to you, because I'm not exactly sure how to tie it into all of this here. But hopefully when you're hearing it, it ties into something for you. But that is what I have for you today, Leo. So thank you so much again for watching. Like I said, I do honestly appreciate it a great deal. And I hope this resonated for you. I hope it provided you with some kind of assistance or some kind of clarity for your situation. And I hope I see you back here again in the future. Have a great day, Leo.